Hello, and welcome to part 18 of my Hogwarts Legacy playthrough. This is Karst, and we're just about to pick up another side quest. My quest target is right over there, wearing the ridiculous hat. She's a Hufflepuff, and it's probably got something to do with the bell tower. So, without further ado then, let's just get started.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Now, you talk to me, and I'll deal with your problem.
Is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
This seems risky for the bells. Why can't you do it yourself?
If
She's
only
probably like
2
a first
bells
year.
are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Okay, and did Professor Black really remove the bells for a headache?
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black. Taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
Fair enough. And what's so important about these bells?
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
I might be able to help with the bells.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
Sounds good.
I imagine the bells...
Are in the bell tower? Yeah, no kidding.
The bell tower.
Yeah. To the bell tower. I guess the courtyard is as good a place as any to get started. Oh wow. Nice decorations. Hello again, Fatfire. Oh yeah, they're really getting festive out here.
Revelio.
I remember this place. I'm in the music room. It says to come here. For some reason.
The bells must be upstairs.
Okay, I hadn't gone to this upper chamber.
Alohomora.
Periwinkle top hat. I'm good without that. That's one of the bells.
Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps.
Okay, let me go back up a little higher and see how high I can actually get. So obviously they're arranged according to size. Hello. Thank you.
Revelio.
Oh, and this will take me across. Orbicular, gold. Unicorn statue. Those are not bad, actually. I would rather have a unicorn statue than some of the other trash I found, basically. So I know it says Wingardium Leviosa, but I feel like I might be able to get away with just Accio. I hope I'll be able to get away with Accio. I can see why they gave him a headache.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go. This is about to give me a headache. No?
One up, one to go.
This is rather straightforward and simple, isn't it?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
Very true. He's not even that far away. Oh yeah, the new decorations are quite nice. Very festive. Very cheery.
Oh, my exams.
I'm back. I've done your
The
task
bell's
for
back
you.
up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
You do know there's nothing stopping Black from just having them brought down again, right? Like, this is a temporary solution at best.
The most I've ever been able to conjure was
Alrighty then. I kind of want to see where the next broom trial is being held. So let me just take a peek at the world map. If it's somewhere I've been to, great. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not flying all the way down there for that task right now. I'm sure something else will send me down there at some point. So, in that case, let's meet with Natty and then Poppy thereafter. We're now just outside of Hogsmeade, and Natty is supposed to meet us here. I guess we have to wait until morning, though.
Thank you for your
Oh.
persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it, and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
I'm just assuming that's an actual quest, so I'm going to come in here and see if they're chilling here. It's apparently not an actual quest. But if they're here, I'll still say hi.
Rebellion.
Okay, well, he said, oh, come to the Three Broomsticks and say hi. I was kind of expecting them to actually be here, though. But they are not. And so, I have wasted my time. And yours. Moving back.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes, let's do it.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
And what am I hoping to learn from them precisely?
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
And where can I find them?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
So you're telling me basically everyone is just right here in Hogsmeade, conveniently enough. I'll speak with Mr. Bickle's friends.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Hopefully. We'll see you, won't we? Okay, someone's upstairs in the 346, which is good. Relatively straightforward. Let me in, please.
Mrs. Rabe, shh.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
What have you done? You tell me.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles, and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Does the note confirm a kidnapping?
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
And have you given Harlow any information about Gringotts?
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
And why would Harlow take your husband and not you?
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
And that's what I needed.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
I am frequently in danger here. Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand your meeting. Well, that's
Some evidence
threatening.
worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Me
Now
too,
to find
lady.
Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Alright, who else have we got? Who's closest to me right now? Just run off in an undefined direction.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Mr. Filbert.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
I mean, he probably would have been killed or something.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow, as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling. to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Thank you.
Harlow
And there's a
does
level
not
3
like
lock.
people talking, as you already know.
Hello, Hamora. We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Revelio.
Thank you. Let's see if there's anything upstairs as well. There is. Thank you for all the free money, essentially. I think there's something right behind your house as well. 500 gold. And now I just need to find Mr. Otto Dibble. It's a wonderful last name, I'll say that. Oh, what the? Fair enough. Apparently walking forward on the bridge is harder than it looks. Who would have guessed?
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Well, I wanted to check them out anyway, see if they have any gear worth purchasing. Oh, so he's in the back, actually. Okay.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man.
Yes,
But even
I remember
he
him.
wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop.
Voldemort
I hid the note
himself?
behind the counter and offered to help him.
No, I know
He
this
stared
is.
at me for
I
a
know
moment,
he's not alive
then
at this
asked me
point.
to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Mr. Hill seems like a fair man. Why don't you tell him?
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
And how are you hiding the extortion?
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
About the note.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
Is it time
I've
to go back
spoken
to
with Mr.
Natty?
Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Let me guess. Natty's going to be missing! Because they sent us on a mission away from her, and she's standing in the same spot, allegedly. Just a guess based on how these types of games work. Or she could just be standing right there and we'll follow up.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was
Okay.
going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Her not showing up at the designated meeting location is making me suspicious. Already. And the fact that the music changed a little bit.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Natty. Natty. Well, she's clearly not on the dock section. I say that, but the marker's telling me to look here.
Revelio.
Okay. Natty Onai's wand.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Oh, just follow the footsteps. Yes, but there's a couple of doors here. I've been inside these houses before, though. I've already unlocked these level 3 locks. But it looks like the stuff inside have all respawned, so might as well do it again.
Revelio.
Don't you love Hogsmeade? The villagers here are so generous with their items. As always.
Natty must have been taken this way.
Ashwinder
I need to find
hideout.
her.
Right underneath Hog's Head. That doesn't bode well.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Well, that seems obvious enough.
A hidden door. Revelio.
But can I go through this door? Nope. Find Natty, and then I can find all the other items that they're blackmailing people with. That sounds like a plan to
Natty must have been
me.
taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I would like to get everything. As always, of course.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her.
Revelio.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
True. Try not to be practical, please, and instantly kill your target.
Say what you will about her, but the estate is spacious.
Nope. You don't see me. Go
I
away.
don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's got...
Isn't it best, though, to sense one's way through the unknown? Surely one's...
Is worth a look. I raided Brock. What was that?
It was nothing. Go away.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after hours.
Denied, but the tides will turn.
Come over here, please. These guys are high level. Oh, he's an executioner.
Expulsion!
Ow. Ow.
Expulsion! Stop that right now!
Ow.
If you
That I
last
will.
that long.
Still no
Ow.
match for me.
Expulsion!
I love me some Bombarda. Okay.
Oh, what's the
I'm just...
Get over here. AoE.
I'm not done with you.
Let me a lucky shot.
Flash of inspiration!
Nice. Ow.
Personal. Expulsion!
Okay.
To your knees! Incendio! Protego! Slow! Expulsion, aren't we? Thought you had me there.
I hope you have me here.
Expulsion!
That's the best you can do.
I'm pretty sure he's the last guy.
Might want to look up.
That's fine.
Now you've gone too far.
He's just gonna get CC chained. Okay, we're good here. It was a bit messy, but that's fine. It's always a bit messy,
Revelio.
to be honest. Lights. Nice. Lots of little treasures to be had. My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over and am certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Do I actually want to destroy it? I feel like it's important to show... I don't know, if it's something that makes his daughter happy, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Let's see if there's any quest outcomes to it.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'll find out.
Revelio.
And if it turns out that I messed it up by not destroying it, I will load a previous save. It looked like a target, okay? You can't blame me for that.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Yeah, that's where Natty is, but I would still like to get all the loot.
Revelio. Accio.
Nope. Still haven't found the Book of Poems, which I'm a little surprised by. I would like to find it as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'll just run around this place. Otherwise, yeah, like, I'm just gonna run around this place lost until I find it. I hope it's in this. Okay, perfect. You are as dear to me as an augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a Krupp could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one. Dulcibella Filbert. Nice.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Okay, I think that's everything here. Natty is not in this room.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
After I unlock this. Isco Rabe's wand. Perfect. I'm glad they kept him alive.
I need your help.
Do you now?
Revelio.
But Natty does not want to talk to me. Fine, I'll talk to you now.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now,
I'm glad we
best
jumped
stand
right into
back.
that.
One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Okay. Well, you're still alive. Well, that was easy enough.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
Don't splinch
You
us.
go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Okay, never mind.
Very well. But be careful.
We'll be fine.
Thank you, my young friends.
Worst case scenario.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
I was going to say, worst case scenario, she can always just anamorph Magi's question mark transform into her gazelle form, and I can ride on her back. Good enough. We're probably gonna get hit by a bunch of people, so. No? No, nothing? Really? I'm expecting us to get jumped before we leave. No? Color me surprised. Alright, I guess straight out the door then. Straight out the door then.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Hello, Officer Singer.
Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Thank you. Let me put Lumos back on.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yeah, realistically, you guys haven't really done much.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai,
Okay.
You may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
You're welcome. I know I just pissed off the officer, but like, come on. I'm the one dealing with all the problems here. Granted, it's not like they can muster an army basically just to fight an army, I guess, of dark wizards, but
Sometimes.
Still. From the student teenager point of view, it definitely doesn't look like they're doing much. So, that's how I'm playing it at least. And Poppy, off to the Forbidden Forest yet again. You're deep in the Forbidden Forest too, okay. I guess I'll go back to Jackdaw's tomb. Yes indeed. Poppy. Hey.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Let's chat with the centaurs.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
They'll understand.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came, and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
They're known for being
I
wise.
suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll simply be honest
That
with them
seems
about what
suspicious
we're
now.
trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
Oh great. We're being interrupted. Stampede! Really? They're doing this?
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
That is true.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
He looks thoroughly unimpressed.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
All right, let's go.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone a common item?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
He was, he's cryptic, but I feel like all centaurs are that way.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
Oh, we're just not going there now?
I'll let you know what I find.
Alright. I feel like you're going to contact me again real soon, but okay. In that case... Part of me wants to do this challenge, but the Headmistress Speaks will probably take me southeast from here, so I feel like I can do 2 birds with 1 stone this way. Apparently I have a talent waiting on me. I will take that. Enemies struck with a transformation spell will transform into explosive objects. Sounds good to me.
The music room is so disrupted with all those bells ringing again.
Huh. That's a funny comment for you to mention, because I just did that side quest. I like that she referenced it. Butterflies, I'm seeing those. Oh. Nice. Good work, me. I did all that. I did this. There is a camp here that I kind of want to clear out as well. I might as well do it before I go up. Oh, what the?
What was that?
Nothing. Fine. Where the heck are we? Also, there's a bunch of enemies down there. More mongrels? Okay.
Revelio.
Hi there, Inferi. Thank you. Oops. No? Not allowed? Because I'm in combat, probably? Darn.
You're that hypocrite.
I shall get that goblin
Potato!
back.
Bye.
Head in the clouds, this one. Pick up something. Coward!
You're the little son that saved Treadwell.
I am.
Think you're clever? No! Just how many witches and wizards?
I don't know what you were asking, but you have joined the list, most likely. You. Okay. Back to the map room. Sounds like I leveled up, actually. I have one more talent point. I did level up. I'll hold on to it.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Hallow.
And is Poppy going to message me too, or is it just you? Just you today, it sounds like. Identify, and then I'll go and find Natty again. Everything is worse than what I've already got. Sounds good. Wow, look at this. This is very nice. Oh, and they've got a nice little Christmas tree in the middle too. I think that the meals have changed as well. It's a shame that they're just all out here with no one actually eating it, but very good. Did I go the wrong way? Oh no, she's here, or she will be here.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I know. That's why I'm here.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Her concern is warranted.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Hallow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
Yeah, you never told us.
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there.
It's not
easy. A few years
easy.
later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry about that. What would your father think of what we've been doing?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
How is your mother doing?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
And are you looking to avenge his death?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Sounds good, Natty.
Thank you again for saving me.
Revelio.
You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Thank you. Okay, so it turns out all these quests were just follow-ups. So I'm going to now, finally, travel down to... what's it called again? The map room. Yes, perfect. Here we are, the map chamber. Hello, Professor.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
Oh, is it? Never mind.
It's Hogwarts.
Oh.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
Easy enough. I've already done it before.
Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
I mean, I've already been there before, so I'm not too concerned about it. But I doubt that's going to be the way they want me to do it. Yep. How long has that chest been there and I just never noticed it? Anyway, Professor.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A Polyjuice potion.
Oh, really?
You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into?
Yes.
And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Wait, you just had that lying around? Okay. And you're gonna change my clothes for me? Thank you.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes.
Thank you.
As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Well, this is gonna be fun. I can't use any spells though, but I can roll. Okay. Yeah, I can't spam spells, even though I'd like to. But that's fine, as long as I can roll. Hi, Sebastian.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Oh, really?
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
And then I come back and I'm gonna get a side quest to
Sharp.
leave a potion of boils.
I just hope you brewed enough for all my boils.
Okay, we're not doing him any
to determine
favors.
which student gets this rather unenviable task.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna come back and get that side quest from you, I swear.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't. Ooh. Ooh. Ah.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a
I'm just trolling everyone, okay.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Okay.
Oh, there's one for my diary.
Nothing brings me joy so much as hearing him go whoo when he rolls. That one.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Hey, Ominous.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Oh, that's how he walks around. That's right. He's blind.
Something is very...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now.
That's fair.
The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Please do.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
I'm making everyone upset.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Hogwarts always has enough. I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
What have you been doing?
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me
Oh,
with
I
my,
now remember who you are.
heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with...
Does something seem off? I don't think so. He frequently rolls around the entire school. I got interrupted there for a moment, but let's move on.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None.
Oh.
None at all.
Professor, I need to speak to you.
Hey, Professor Weasley.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
And I don't
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades, Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
I
like how no one knows how to respond to me.
But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
All right, bye.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
I'm not suspicious at all.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Pardon me, students.
Worker as any house elf.
Hey, Scrope.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
In front of all the students.
But Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
That's very specific. You dare question me?
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Purity of blood.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh.
I'm so suspicious right now.
Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Thank you. Oh.
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Raven...
Did it happen? Yeah! Awesome. I like that the entire speech got interrupted by a burp.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Easy enough. I know exactly where to go. I say exactly. Well, here we go. That's probably the closest one.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Thank you. What the? I think we've seen this one before, but yikes. Hello, hello. But yeah, it's interesting that we're just sneaking back into the Polyjuice, into the headmaster's office, given that I've already been in there before. But maybe now I'll be able to access the higher level chambers that I couldn't find earlier. Oh no! I think that was related to the
gargoyle.
The Book of Acceptance or whatever.
That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Nice.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
They probably do.
Revelio.
Hello, I'm back again. Now I can probably read...
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber. and read the book that appears.
What will I find in the book?
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
Okay. Very well.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Probably.
Revelio.
I still see that, and I'm still not allowed to pick it up. Okay,
must
so
be
now...
the pedestal.
Yeah, so now I can actually access the storybook that was here. Oh! Whoop. Alright, into the book we go.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place.
I have no eyebrows in this place.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Let's try this house.
The first you will need is a cloak.
Make your way through the town without being seen. Okay.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Oh, hello. Hi there. And am I able to go through the... Okay, I'm noticing my sprint is not available. There it is. I mean... Go blind! Oh. Straight ahead worked perfectly fine.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Hang on. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be?
Don't look over here. Let's try this way then. Never mind, that was the only way to go. Can I climb over this? No.
I need to time this just right.
Yes, but how do I get him to piss off? Oh, there we go. But there's more up ahead.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Okay. He's gonna move eventually though, right? Yes, okay. Whoa! Okay. Moving on. Slowly, but moving on.
How could this happen? A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
I find it unlikely they won't see me, but sure. Oh. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Death's Dark Mongrel. Lovely.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Is this what you meant? Yes, it is. Okay. Thank goodness I have the sprint.
Where I need to go.
The stealth sprint.
But I need to find a way past them.
Don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Darn it. I am the dead. Okay, I got a little bit ahead of myself there. Let's try that again, without dying this time.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Okay, but let me actually move.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
I was a bit too impatient there.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
I wish I could just distract them. But I guess that would be too easy. Now you're gonna turn away now too, right? Conveniently. Yes, you are. Okay. How am I supposed to get away from that?
Nothing this way but more danger. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Through the house?
That doorway looks like the only safe... Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Stealth sections. My enemy. You're not gonna walk all the way over here, are you? Yeah, my main issue with stealth missions is I never have the patience.
Now's my chance.
I'm just too impatient to wait for an opening or whatnot.
That's the way forward.
Okay, let's go. This is the cloak.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Oh, the invisibility cloak. Okay. So if we're in a storybook and we're dealing with death, and she said this is a story, you know, children would know. Are we in the Tales of Beetle the Bard right now? I don't know. Wait, is it so invisible that they can't see me? Yes.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
Okay. Loading transition.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Is that?
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Is that the Elder Wand then? At least from the movies. I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay. We're definitely doing the Deathly Hallows then. I now wield the Elder Wand. Okay.
I've never felt such power.
Oh. Oh, and they changed all my spells too. And by that I mean I only have this preset stuff. Okay. Let's go. Kill everything. Ow. Imagine doing that much damage in a fight. Wow. I definitely wish all my spells regen that quickly. So this is the power of the Elder Wand, basically. So you can spam it over and over? Well, I guess we're not in a combat situation, so it's a little different. But okay. What else have we got? I can just spam everything, that's good. Bye. I'm having fun just spamming the spells. Too much fun spamming it. Okay. I guess we'll be looking for the resurrection stone next then. Oh, hey, Dad. Am I fighting Dad? Okay. Not quite. Ow. 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 Okay. Ow. I'm struggling all of a sudden. Ow. Okay. Need to focus. I'm having too much fun with just spamming brainlessly. I think they just keep respawning, so I should probably just go for the troll. Ow. Oh, and they just keep respawning more. Okay. Great. I wish I had all my spells, though. Ow. Ow. Another lock skill. Will this do extra damage? No. Okay. Okay. Oh, I died. I thought I succeeded. Well, that sucks. I thought it was done because I heard the oh, you completed a challenge sound effect. All right, I guess I have to try it again. Maybe I'll use some not potions, but maybe I'll actually use some plants this time. Oh, never mind. I'm not allowed to do that. I just have to spam. Spam until I win. Okay. I just need to focus a little more this time. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Alright, throw a rock at me because it'll make my life a lot easier. Do it. Thank you. Also, bye. Wait, I thought you died. That was weird. He didn't even have his club in the last swing. Are you doing it again? Seriously? Alright, throw a rock at me, please. Ow. I could have done without the second rock. Alright, throw a rock at me. No? Ow. Alright, is that it? Is that it then? How do you get out of here? It's so weird, like just looking at my character in this palette. I don't know. Oh,
This must be for me.
a simple stone, huh? It's a bit bigger than I thought, and it has the symbol of the Deathly Hallows on it. Okay, nice. Oh, now it's still bigger than we thought. It's supposed to fit inside a snitch, isn't it?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Wait, but she died as an older
Let us
lady.
always honor her memory. May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
What's all this? Did you just look up at me?
You found me,
Yeah, okay.
but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Okay, so this is the end of the trial then.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Will do.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in
This is the descent, I think. Oh no, you're just doing it to her against her will?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Great. What did she even take from you? I guess that'll be explained later. Where did we even end up? I guess we'll just end up in the map room again, but... Huh. Here's the last keeper. It's gonna be that, yeah, this guy.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor
We're just so
Picard.
used to hearing it at this point.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
It was a bit disturbing,
I found
yes.
it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration.
Okay.
I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Why were you guys not conferring before? Why does he not know about
It
Ranrock
seems
at
we
this point?
have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald. without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
Yeah, that's
the
the
repositories.
Possibly. There's something
That's
I
the
didn't
big
get a chance to
revelation.
tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Well, as long as you don't get in trouble for it, right? Okay, I guess all we can do now is wait. Can I quick travel anywhere? Okay, so I have to wait for this to complete before more people will want to give me quests, I think. I'm kind of impatiently waiting for someone to send me mail, to be honest. Let's go to the room of requirement. That's always a good place to kind of get sorted, let's say. And then hopefully I'll get my mail once I go there.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Okay, so he's the only one right now. That's fine. Oh, but Deke wants me to catch a phoenix. I would also like to catch a phoenix. Let's do it.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
Where,
Phoenix
though?
nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
I'd better go and rescue it then.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Where is this cave going to be? Mountains far to the southeast. Are we going all the way down then? So we're getting quests that will take us all the way down there? Yep. Okay, we're opening this section up. What about you then? If I was to do the Shadow of the Mountain, are you also southeast? You are. Okay. So I guess the next task will take us, well, as they say, southeast. I think I'm actually going to leave that for next time, though. So I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today, and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst with Hogwarts Legacy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.